Diseases have no geographical borders, and their cures are often yet to be discovered. The most rare diseases are frequently the last to receive attention from medical researchers. For rare diseases alone, between 6 and 8% of the world's population has to deal with this lack of answers in their everyday lives. That is about 25 million patients in the US, 30 million patients in South America, and 60 million in Europe. And this is only for rare diseases. Imagine if we counted all the diseases. Necessity is the mother of invention, and within each patient, each family member, and each home with a disease, there may also exist a valuable innovation. Without sharing, there is no knowledge. It is like a seed without fertile soil on which to develop. If shared, this innovation can save the lives of many people seeking similar answers to similar problems. Sometimes the most basic solutions give birth to the most valuable discoveries. Small innovations can make a difference. Someone's life can change beyond what medical researchers are developing.
The idea is that on one side, you see the upper arrow, which represents users, people out there that innovate with the objective of using. Unlike companies, right, which is the other arrow, a company typically innovates with the objective of commercializing. They want to make profit out of something that they bring to market. So users, innovate to an extent that is surprising, but they also face some problems. On one side, they innovate, but it would be really important for them if others could help, because they often don't have all the skills that they need. So collaboration would be really important, and then they need help in terms of diffusion. And the platform like ours can really help. That's exactly what we are doing right now. That's the market failure that we are trying to address. On the other side, companies could also be very important. If they looked at some of these solutions, and instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, they could just bring these solutions by the patients to the market. We are really amazed with what we are able to do with so little, by bringing collaborators into a platform to allow others to have solutions that probably they will never be able to get alone. So to some extent, we think that our platform is fixing this market failure. But there's more, right? We need companies to jump in, because some of the solutions that I showed you are really sophisticated. So what are we doing now? Well, what we are doing now is to help many of these patients, many of these caregivers, these innovators, to actually create their own companies. And why are we doing this? We are doing this because they are helping us. They know, at some point, they know that they have something that is of value. So they ask us, would you mind helping me to bring this to market? Some of them don't care. Others do care, and they ask for help. So that's exactly what we are trying to do right now. So what's the idea? The idea, the dream, if you will, is to create an ecosystem of companies that is created or co-created by patients, non-professional caregivers, in some cases, collaborators like Ivan Owen, that could bring some of these more sophisticated solutions to market.
I think that patient innovation is really changing the way you look at innovation. And innovation is going into sectors that before were sectors that were protected from innovation, unfortunately. Innovation is getting into health, into education, and other sectors. And so I think that innovation in the health sector proves that basically the patient is central, and you have to focus on the patient. The patient is the central piece for innovation, and so you have to innovate around the patient. And I think that it's one of the best examples I've seen worldwide about that if you want to innovate in health, you have to do it around the patient and not around the doctor. Everyone is feeding back information, and the user, the patient, he wants to help, and he does it for free. He does it because he wants to change the world. And then as a producer, as an innovator, as a company, you can use that to create different products and to help people. So what you're doing is putting the seeds. With patient innovation, you create these seeds of innovation, and then you give visibility to these people, and then all these innovations can become products, and those products can change the life of so many.